Westers. Hope you had a good weekend. I know everybody was kind of upset today. No Facebook glitch. No YouTube glitch. Lordy farty. Holy mooyan. Unbelievable. When social media goes down, the world stops, it seems. I just go back to the old days, that's all. So how you guys doing tonight? Hope everybody's good. Oh my lordy 40. Everybody came in nice and early. Pre-show Tuesday, Quick Quest 30 pre-show. Got some promos that they showed last week. Going down in the garden shaft below the 90-foot level. Let me get my hellos in here. Oh my lordy 40. Everybody's in here. There we go. Hello, Mosey. Hello, Neil. Scottish Digger in the house. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Renee. There's Patricia. There's Jeff M. There's Lewis. Hello, Lewis. Hello, David. Hi, everyone. My wife and I are headed down by the island tomorrow to see if there's any activity yet. Can't wait for tonight's episode. Dave, send me some pictures. Get that phone out and snap some pictures all the way around there so I can post it. Thank you, David. Hello, Luann. Dave's sipping some whiskey. Hello, Becky. Hello, Super. On the Facebook side. Hello, Tim. Hello, Judy and Judy Neal and Tammy Hurst. Hello, Christopher. Everybody's ready for some Oak Island episode tonight. Hello, Betty Robinson. Hello, Gary. Hello, Tim. Hello, Henry. Thank you, Connor. I didn't see the promo for next week's title. Thank you. Hey, John, next episode on March 19th. March 19th. What about the 12th? Next week. It's called Hi Ho Silver on the 19th, but today's the 5th, so we need something for the 12th. If you can see something, Connor. I haven't seen anything for the 12th. Hello, Jan. So, tonight's show at 9 o'clock, USA only. It's called Piling On, Season 11, Lordy 40, Holy Mooyan, episode number 17, guys. We're headed to the finals. They say in the description of the show tonight, inside the tunnel shaft, the team encounters a strange wooden structure. Could this be the entrance to the money pit? And then Gary discovers a metal object that seems familiar. Is there a connection to the legendary Scandinavian warriors? Scandinavian warriors? What the heck is that? Holy mooyan! Hello, Professor. Hello, John. Hello, Ashley. Yeah, this season's flying by. Thank you, Connor. Next week on the 12th, it will be called May the Norse Be With You. Making sense. Thanks, guys. Making sense. Vikings. Here we go. Now the Vikings. Oh, my lordy 40. Everything but the Indians. Mi'kmaq. What about the Mi'kmaq? They were there first. Thank you, Judy. Hello, Ken. Hello, Andrea. Welcome to the show. Okay, Louis, very good. And Connor says, oh, Mozzie, John, have you had your ears lowered? Yeah. How you like it? Self haircut since the COVID days. 1/4 inch on the sides, inch on the top. Got to clean up for the summer, you know what I mean? Like I said, Connor said, there are temple sites in Ireland, and he's visiting them next year. Very nice, Connor. Very nice. Doing okay. Doing okay. Some struggles, but doing okay. Hello, Jamie. I got a lot of people in here tonight. No, I don't use Floby, Gary. Come on now. Hello, David. The crew is in here. And hello, and a hello, and a hello. And that's what we got on tonight, piling on. And we got some promo shots of tonight that we'll show in a little bit because I don't have much content on Tuesday nights, but the promo. Nothing new has been happening. Nothing new has been shown. Nothing new on the tours. That they're working on a plan, and it's already March, so who knows? Maybe they'll come with something quick. I don't know. And there's Playground Justice. Neil. All right, don't forget, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Support if you can. If you're a marshal or above, you will get a free hat after 24 months. And on Wednesdays, we give away a free hat, as you know, for the whole year or until I run out of hats. Yeah, Renee, the storm damage, they'll show that a lot and see what happened. And showing probably pumping out the swamp for the 5th time. All righty. I had a email from Roland, who's a member, as we discussed last time, and this is our first podcast in March, about Aladdin's Cave and about those staircases looking object that we saw from Muyan in the garden shaft last week. Remember? So I'm glad to go over that. Hello, Huck. Kathy's in the house. Thank you, Kathy. Daniel says, I've been researching to see if there was any Viking Templar connection besides Sinclair. Still fluid. Don't forget, support Daniel Spino and Charlotte Wheatley on their Oak Island compendium. The blog is back. I backed them up 100,000%. And of course, tomorrow we'll do all our thank yous by person. But Tuesdays, we just get to the point and go from there. So, this is what he sent me a couple of days ago, and I want to share it with you guys to see what you say. Okay? Here we go. Yep, David, they do. Excellent. Hello, Carol. Thank you, Gloria. Remember when I showed this photo from Holy Muyan that I don't remember seeing? And there was never no explanation to it. Hello, Gabriano. Yeah, I got a nice haircut. Everybody notices my haircut. All right. This guy, Roland, says this, and I want your feedback on this. He probably measures it by scale. So he says, number one comment, Aladdin's cave is 12 feet wide. On his screen shot from episode 5, it is 2.7 centimeters wide. So 1 centimeter equals 4.44 feet. This solid pink column we're seeing is 0.7 centimeters wide, equals 4.44 times 0.7 equals 3 feet. Well, 3 feet, this cannot be the garden shaft because the garden shaft is 5.6 feet wide. Now he says on these stairs, the pink area with the stairs is 1.3 centimeters wide, which equals 5.8 feet wide. He says this area is obviously the garden shaft. With stairs? I don't know. Could it be they put this stair photo in too quick? Or did they put this photo in by mistake? Not photo, but the scan. Did the editors make a mistake? Don't know. All right, he also says, all right, guys. Number 2, the pickaxe from RF1. You remember the pickaxe? It was dated to mid to late 1700s by Carmen Legg. He says, Roland says, in the late 1700s, Oak Island was controlled by the British. By 1690, the British had ran out of wood and were importing wood from the Baltics and Norway. Dr. Spooner's friend, Aaron Satowski, says the wood came south, southeast France, North Italy, and you guessed it, Norway. So he says by 1690, the British had run out of wood and were importing it from the Baltics and Norway. Makes me scratch my head. Holy Muyan! So it makes sense that the wood from RF1 comes from Norway. Unbelievable. Yep, there was a lot of wood in Nova Scotia. So we'll see what happens. Also, Roland said, when I draw a line from cone C to cone A, it ends up south of the garden shaft, exactly where Brian Farrow says it goes. There may be a reason why Steve Guptill traced it to the north of the garden shaft. This is the book I go by as I posted it. Tracking Treasure by William Crooker. Great book if you guys want to pick it up. Fantastic as he interviews Fred Nolan many years ago. Roland says in 1981, Fred Nolan showed his cross to William Crooker. Crooker said in his book, this book right here, that Fred Nolan moved cone A because it was interfering with a survey. Crooker said it was obvious where cone A had been, but he don't think Nolan ever put cone A back where it was supposed to be. I think in the book it says it was moved 20 feet. Steve Guptill's measurements at cone A in episode 15 would have not been at the original location. Thus, the line would have been screwed to the northeast and ended up north of the garden shaft. Roland says, I hope this clarifies things. Get well and go forward. What do you think of Roland's idea, sir? Let me hear you. You up, Sydney? Hello, Sydney. There's Daniel. My understanding is that Coney left the crater, so it was known where it was moved from, and Fred marked it. Yep, I posted it here for you to read. So you can take your time and read it. You up, Luann? Hello, Scott. Thanks for coming in. And you know Bobby Restall here. And what they showed many years ago. That I found. Here's Jen. I always thought that the bottom cone was also moved by Nolan years ago to make it a true cross. Yeah, I was looking for any kind of movement of the stones with him. He always had a drill next to the stones, Jan. I had pictures of him with a drill rig, not a bulldozer or anything like that. Could be, Mosey. And there's the rum barrels with Daniel Spino's Oak Island Trading Center. Big trade spot, illegal stuff going around. Go to Oak Island, the black market at the time. And this is what we were shown. Now, if he didn't know there was a spiral tunnel, why would they even draw that? Huh? See it? Answer me that. Luann, I think he found an old stove. Hello, Brenda. You're never late. We're going over trying to figure out this spiral staircase that Muyan showed. And that'll be the end of talking about that spiral staircase. Very heavy, David. Very heavy. Those oak whiskey barrels. So we'll put the staircase to bed, but they haven't mentioned a peep about it. So I just wanted to, hello, Tammy Williams. I just wanted to inform more people on what they showed at the show. These pictures here. This one here. This one here. Bobby showed it. This book is fantastic. This is what Roland sent. And just trying to get an explanation of what the heck this Muyan map here is. So if they didn't know that it was there, how did they draw this then? So that was my question there. On the spiral staircase Muyan information that maybe we'll never get an answer. You up, Jan? But who knows? Who knows? Just trying to get some answers here. But again, after 11 years, and probably going to go season 12, 13, 14. I don't know. We're on episode 17, and we still don't have any answers. Yeah, Scott. And Brenda says, they said real quick it was a glitch in their scan. Yeah, well, wish you can find me that statement, Brenda, somehow. Closed caption. Or if you record it, it was season 11, episode 5. I think so. I think the older sister, Ricky's, oh, not Bobby. I called him Bobby. Ricky, mother's still alive. But don't quote me on that. And the professor says the show is producing pieces to the puzzle. They're starting to fit together nicely. What puzzle are you on? I'm still all mixed up here. All right, so that's it for the spiral staircase. Like I said, anybody else got any more opinions on it? I watched like a hawk, Brenda. I recorded, but probably lost it. Probably lost it. So if you can find it for me, it's appreciated. All right. Now let's get into the promo for tonight. Piling on. Here's the promo picture they showed today for tonight's episode. Now, if I remember correctly, when they were down in the garden shaft, episode 16 last week, they told us it was round wood. Correct, Amundo? And they also said round wood is old wood. Yep, Renee, no water. They probably pumped it all out. So like Gloria says, right? They said round wood equals old wood. So I'm saying square wood or rectangle wood equals more modern wood. Okay? All right. Hello, Lards. Yep, all wood starts out round. I don't know how they grow any square trees. I hear you. Now look at this picture here. What do you see? Tell me what you guys see. I see square or rectangular planks, not round wood. What do you guys see? Do you see round wood in this promo? Let me hear you. Hello, Gary Nelson. So, am I losing my mind and hearing things backwards? Yeah, Gary, there could have been a second beam, one round beam, but if this is pre-searcher, we want all beams, all planks round or handmade, not rectangular, not like planking like I'm seeing here. Or am I seeing things, guys? John, you are losing your mind, John, and so are we. They're messing with us. I think they meant the wood was in logs, circular on the ends. What's that mean? Wood was in logs, circular. But that's all I'm saying, Daniel. I'm saying if this thing's pre-searcher, I don't want to see no angles. I don't want to see no planks. I want to see all round or hand-hewed wood. Nothing to the modern side. Absolutely nothing. If they're showing us dates from what, 1322 or whatever the dates were for the wood down there, what was the wood dates? Yup, John, wood on ships isn't round, right? But I'm saying the date they did this wood in this garden shaft. Remember the dates that Greg said, the early dates. And I think I see a tag on there, Home Depot. Here's Jan. I saw one that looked like it had a square edge, but they were poking down, and two of them said rounded logs. All right, so the whole thing should be sort of rounded logs, in my opinion. They didn't have planking like this there that I'm looking at. Could it be bricks I'm looking at? Lowe's, yeah. $12.50, Robin says. Okay, Pirate, thanks for coming in. The Templars really use round wood for everything. I've seen older structures mostly built with cut slabs rather than rounded logs. This does not concern the pirate. That's it, Daniel. Rick mentioned the wood looking like logs that reminded him of the first report of the 10-foot layers found in the money pit. All righty. Good to see you too, Pirate. So, maybe those planks were on the deck of a ship, not rounded, and they used it to shore up this tunnel that we're supposed to see tonight? Yes, Jeremy, we're going to find out tonight. Watch the episode tonight at 9 p.m. USA, or if you got a VPN. But those round logs sort of stuck in my head. And I was thinking, well, those look sort of modern, not modern, 1780s, 1800s, coming through a sawmill. I'm not sure, Robin. I'm not sure. I thought they mentioned that they were both round and square planks of wood. So, you up, Renee? So we'll find out tonight. All righty. Now here's the promo they showed. For tonight's episode. So when they show me that picture with the modern looking planks, then I go back to the date when they had that one sample or two samples or one sample with the early dates. It just gets me confused. Now tonight they're going to go to these extra stone piles on lot 15. There were 3 stone piles on Fred Nolan's land that were pointing to the swamp. So they're going to try to get some lines going in. Hi, Eddie. And go from there. We'll see tonight. Get some answers tonight, maybe. Keep your eyes and ears open for me. The pirate piles. Yep, Daniel. And we'll get some information, drawn some lines. Which you would think once Fred Nolan drained the swamp, that big cone-like cross boulder they found? We got to try to find out how far under the muck that stone was. The Karen's digger. Yeah, Renee. But that one stone, that one boulder that looks like Fred Nolan's cross boulder, when Fred Nolan drained the swamp, and as a surveyor, he would see that. I'm just saying that boulder had to be there when he was there. But I wonder how much it was under the muck for him not to notice it all those years. So I was looking back at drone videos. I was looking back on the production. I don't know how much Billy dug out of that muck and how deep he went down until we get some measurements. So if you guys can find that out, that would be great. Yep, Mosey. It's going to go back to that guy in Italy, and he's going to figure out some dates. The conclusion is they were made by Templars. Okay. It's going to go back to that guy in Italy, how he dated the cross at 1200 AD. Well, they're going to give him all these dimensions and all these angles and GPS coordinates. and see what he can come up with. No, Eddie, I believe there's no ship in the swamp. So we'll see what all these coordinates and how they help with dating, or another theory, putting an X in the money pit. I think we got a season 12. I think we're going to have Vanessa back doing caissons within a year or two. So we have a lot to go here on the Curse of Oak Island show, in my opinion. Then we got to see tonight what Gary finds. No way. Wow. Brett says, I'm predicting the building on Lot 5 is the headquarters, like a Masonic lodge. Sleeping quarters would have been smaller and spread out. Yep, Renee, I like that. And Jan says, have stone piles. And sometimes a pile of stones is just a pile of stones. I hear you. So we see what they find tonight. That could be a friend of the cross. Oh, my lordy 40. Holy Mullion. Let's find some answers. Is it a match for other artifacts? Hello, Graham Burns. Yeah, just a Savage Yard. Yep. Hi, Jim Janes. Yeah, I hope Osprey Mullion's flying this year. I never know. I hope he's still with us. I don't know till we get it. And don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be with Judy if she's feeling good. The synopsis, Daniel and Charlotte's artifact facts. We'll have Raymond with us. And I'll have my 90 screenshots tomorrow of the show tonight. I will be on Discord tonight. If you guys want to talk a little bit at 10:15 on thoughts of tonight's episode. Yeah, whoa. We'll see, Gloria. She just got a cold, I guess, for now. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Snoopy. Snoopy says it's very expensive to fly his plane. So if he goes by, he'll snap some pictures. If not, David, we're counting on you tomorrow. Send them to my private message. There's Daniel. Charlotte and I have a major finding coming soon. That explains a lot. Okay. Yup, and the price to fly, David, imagine. But when they can, they're there. Anybody that flies over and the people that have been sending me pictures, when they go and do it, fine and dandy on their schedule, no problem. And now Rick's in that hole saying these are big beams. Gloria, last year we got one that I showed you last Wednesday was February 3rd. But it's up to him. His schedule, his family, whatever he's got to do. If he can fit us in and he's there, I get it. If not, I just thank him for everything he did in the past. I know the Spino guy's getting worse than the show. What do you think, guys? We got to get some answers. Then he's pointing his finger to this contraption. I don't know if those are two rocks split or two pieces of wood. And he's saying he's been in a lot of old mines and he's never seen this. Keep our eyes open, keep our ears open to see what Dumas, the mining contractors, what they can tell us in detail. What's so different about this spot? What is it, at the 93, 95 depth in the garden shaft? No, Mosey, this is still right below the garden shaft. They haven't dug horizontal yet. Supposedly, they're on top of the ceiling of that 7-foot high tunnel, which can also be at the Halifax tunnel. Yup, Dave, a lot of snow. We got a warm week here. Last week we got storms, yup. Here's the Daniel. What's he saying here? This is encrypted, guys. We got to read this. You would not build a road that leads to treasure. Yeah, and no big signs. Why would you build a road if, in fact, that's what it is? I say it's a wharf. I don't think it's a road. An offloading point. When you're looking for treasure and digging for treasure, you don't say nothing to nobody, in my opinion. Yup, David, I hear you. Okay, Digger, I hope everything went fine with you. Did you bring your doggy bag and your pooper scooper? So we'll see what they say about this. And I wish they would put. Yeah, Carlos, we went through that. You got to look back in the podcast. How about bringing a metal detector down there, guys? Daniel Spino, road would indicate some kind of work involved with it that involved oxen. A wharf would indicate transfer of cargo. I say it's a wharf that would indicate transfer of cargo. Daniel, how many ox shoes did we find in the stone pathways? I think 0. And if something came off, they would have came off with their hoofs walking on all those stones. We have found none that I know of on any stone pathways. That's why I'm saying, my own opinion, it's a wharf, transfer of cargo and such from a small skittle ship from a big ship. If we found a lot of ox shoes in that area, yeah. We have found none that I know of. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Found a lot of ox shoes inland, like pulling a plow. Nothing around the stone pathways. But what do I know? If you walked on rocks all day long, things would come off. especially with old spikes and nails they used. We'd have to ask Carmen. Now, here's the last picture. Don't know, Renee. We got to find out tonight. Now, this is a rounded log. It looks like the old-fashioned, I used to have Lincoln logs. So I guess this is what they were saying. It was rounded. You can see it's rounded. Okay, Daniel, thank you. Oxshoes have been found in the stone pathway, yeah, all the way up on top, yep. More inland for sure, yep. But not in the swamp area that we know of. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And here's the rounded wood they're showing us for tonight. Looks like Lincoln logs, how they notched it out. You can see how rounded it is. It looks nothing like that. See? Those rectangular planks look nothing like that. What do you guys think? Yeah, pirate. And this supposedly is the top of the tunnel, not the bottom, but the top of the tunnel that runs underneath the garden shaft to the baby blob. So I don't know. It's driving me crazy. And this is what they show us about the round, and we'll find out tonight. So it's the last picture here. So we'll see tonight. We'll put it all together. We'll put it all together tonight when they show us. And who built the garden shaft? Square planks versus round wood. Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, those dates came in awful early. Awful early. So watch the show tonight. We'll be on tomorrow for our podcast explaining all this stuff that I put out more questions for tomorrow night. Like I said, we'll be on 6:45 Eastern time tomorrow night, Wednesday, the 6th, March 6th. If Facebook goes down, sometimes YouTube's up. YouTube's up. If Facebook's down, I'll be on as long as the internet's on. And if not, if you guys can't log on, don't worry about it. You always can watch it at a later date when you're convenient. And that's about all I got for tonight. So, like I said, we'll see you tomorrow night. I hope we cleared up a little bit about that staircase, but I don't know. And we just keep on going forward. And the show keeps on going, we keep on going. So, like I said, we'll see you tomorrow night. Please join us tomorrow night. Me and Judy, Daniel, for all our information. I hope you appreciate the podcast. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are the best. I'll give you all the thank yous tomorrow night, personally. And thank you for coming in. But remember, guys, what do I tell you? Always go forward. You may get a setback in your life, but just believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams, no matter how old you are. For tomorrow's a never given. You never know. In this crazy, crazy world we live in, the world needs a ton of prayers every millisecond. So as my friend Jan keeps on telling me, you keep smiling, you stay safe, you got to be strong. You got to stay positive mentally, physically. Keep that positivity aura going around you. Get that negativity out of there. Thanks for joining me tonight. We'll see you tomorrow with Judy, 6:45 p.m. Watch the show tonight at 9 p.m. I'll be on Discord at 10:15 p.m. Eastern time. I hope you enjoyed this podcast pre-show. Thank you. Take care. And bye-bye.